EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. But you look at this defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? He'll find Swift out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, here's Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the option to give to Swift here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And room there to work it inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hunt will take it in. Touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Keep it going! Take it to us! It's about time, fellas!
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Big play! Come on! Right, it's about time, fellas! Stay on point, fellas! Let's do this!
The Eagles send out their punter now. Deep to return is KaVontae Turpin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Nighthawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy.